Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is another STARCAST, Game 4, following Butters on the ladder, brought to you by Bisqit. That's me, doing the best to cast the action. Here we go. Butters, good luck, representing Red Zerg, upper right, up against Cage Trigun, representing Blue Terran, bottom left. So still in the bronze, haven't gotten an update on his rank in there. I think he's in the upper part of the bronze now. So things are looking good. Hopefully he's listening to my feedback and taking it and learning from things. And I've also been getting some feedback from him on how I've been casting. Gonna try and get the correct blend of real-time feedback of right and wrong. Extractor trick, nice Butters. Real-time feedback as well as the play-by-play. That's really the desired ratio I'm going for, is like keep things interesting with play-by-play, but also don't gloss over any feedback that I could be giving in real time, because that's the best way to learn, is real-time feedback. In any case, Butters just droning up over here, extractor trick and all that good stuff. Production tab, Overlord supply depot, and looks like the drone is coming down and scouting Zelnaga, so I'm pretty sure, I hope Butters knows he's spawned cross map with this guy. I swear to God, I say cross mop all the time. Have you been watching the other casts? If so, I say cross mop instead of cross map. Maybe I should find a new way to say it. In any case, I actually really like this. Okay, I see what Butters is doing here. So, Zerg against Terran. The Terran, of course, is going to go, oh my god, I'm against Zerg, and I'm going to get 6 pooled because this is Bronze League. So what he's going to do is he's going to wall off, and this is the right wall, you know, supply, barracks, supply. Butters, either on purpose or just by the luck of accident, realizes this and says, hey, I'm going to get in before the wall off happens. So sent the drone in, snuck it by. I don't know if the guy noticed it or not, but now he's inside the base, which gives him complete free reign to scout and look around and do whatever he wants to do. So this is good. I really think this is a good move. Now, maybe if I was Cage Trigun, I'd be chasing him with an SCV right now. I mean, he could have proxy hatched up here, done some other form of cheese, but yeah, I mean, free reign. The Butters really lucked out here. I'd say go hide in the corner and then just pop down every couple seconds. The last thing you want to do is get a Marine on you right now and die, having not really seen any valuable information. Although this really works too. Just pester the guy because that's annoying as hell. Okay, let's go back to your base. Spawning pool is down. Pretty standard opener. And we've got a lot of resources stored up. We've got 500 stored up by Butters. We've got this. Okay, yeah. So this is exactly what I expected. He had like 600 stored up. He drops a command center. You had like 500 stored up. You dropped a hatch. Could have dropped it earlier. You got up to 600 resources. I mean, you could double expand at that. But I mean, at least you knew what you were doing. You were storing up resources, and then you dropped it down. Try and drop it down exactly at 300, because this early in the game, and this just got taken out by a Marine, so you lost the scouting information. But you probably saw the double command center. Yes, you saw the expo. So here's my advice to you right there. You saw the expo. You were already planning on going the expo. What I would do right now, you know he's not going to attack for another couple minutes. Do another expo. You got 300 resources stored up right here. Just send the drone around. I don't think there's rocks on both sides. Just send the drone around, triple expo over here, and then knock these rocks down as quickly as you can. Spread the creep. It'll be 3 base versus 2 base. Unless he's dropping this command center for absolutely no reason, he's going to expo over here and sit back in a defensive posture at least for another couple minutes. So that would be my advice to you right now. You have the resources, 500 resources. I would say do it. 2 extractors up. Got good saturation going on. Drone transfer coming in right at the perfect time, I would say. Maybe a hair early, but only on one of them. So, but I mean, that was almost a perfect timing. Looking good. But what I would tell you right now is expand again. You got the resources for it. You know he's expanding. So expand again. But in any case, getting the fast expand out of a Terran over here right at about 6-minute mark. Command center's dropping on the expo, and he's just going standard racks. No tech on the side so far. Goes into a factory and engineering bay. So maybe he's going to go for upgrades. He's oversaturating his gas, which just shows me he's not a high-level player. But yeah, so factory, no tech going on here, isn't researching. just kind of expanding, sitting back, mellow gameplay. He's not really doing anything wrong, but he's playing conservative and laid back. So I would say expand again. That's the number one thing you should have done. But hey, anything could work. Okay, so your expo's up and running. You got queens. You got 3 queens. Yeah, you got 3 queens on the field. Make sure you're using one for the creep spread. There you go. Beautiful. Start spreading over here because that is going to be your next expo. And things are looking pretty good. Things are looking pretty good. Nobody really has an army. Let's see what's going on. He's got 8 Marines. That's nothing too crazy. He could push out, as I say that, but he wants to make sure he expands or defends his expo, so I really don't see him doing anything aggressive with these Marines. At this point, I would say it's worth it to waste another drone, come down here and see the expo actually drop down. He's turning it into a planetary fortress, which means it's not going to be super economical, but it means defense, defense, defense. He's expecting to defend this for a while, which means you can expand even more. Tons of resources stored up. You're at 800 right now. I don't know what your game plan is for spending them, but who knows. Make sure you're using your creep tumors. Oh, as I say it, look at him go. Great creep spread. Good injects going on. Spawning pool. You got the gas. You got the minerals. You did speed. I missed that because I'm an idiot. But yeah, no real army on the field. Your minerals and gas are a little bit high and your supply blocked. Let's go back to production. What's going on? 30 lings at once. That's probably why you just went up to supply block. 30 lings at once. So here comes the army. What are you going to do with them? That's the question. Rally, aggressive. I like it. Let's get some map control. At this point, you've got massive army lead, 1,200 to 800. Not quite sure with a planetary and that many Marines plus bunkers. So you won't be able to take this out. You don't know that yet. You thought, I mean, last you saw the command center was over here. You don't know that you can take this out yet, but it's worth sending a ling down and checking it out. See exactly what he's doing. He's sending in a suicide marine just to see what's going on. This is a smart move out of him. It's worth it for the scouting information. In any case, he's poking around, looking for expos, it seems. Yeah, he's looking at all the different expos, seeing where you're going. But you got map control right now. You got banelings on the field. He doesn't have that many Marines. He's got 18 Marines. With the amount of lings and banelings you have, if he pushes out, you can take him down. This is going to be an awkward wall. Is this wall still up? Yeah, it's still up. And yeah, he's getting some saturation here. You've got 20 supply lead. You are already ahead. But honestly, with this many resources, I honestly think, and this map control, you should have expanded here already. These rocks should be dead with the Zerglings that you already have, because they're just sitting around doing nothing anyway. You need to destroy these rocks for your expo, which you should have already had, and maybe even these rocks too. Honestly, I think both these rocks should be destroyed, and you should have these 2 bases already. But here we go. We're going to push in. We're going to see what it goes on. You see the planetary. This is an immediate, I can't take this amount of units realization, I believe. I think you should have sent in 1 Zergling alone, seen the planetary, seen the bunker, and gone, I don't have the army to take this. But you pushed in, expendable units, no big deal. You still have a solid supply lead, and yeah, in the end, Zerg has a lot of expendable units, but still doesn't mean you should throw them away. In case this guy's over repairing and going back to work. But here we go. I mean, good little poke in. You know what's going on. You got the scouting information. That's very important. Not a good use of the Zerglings, but to be honest, Zerglings right now provide you with a lot of map control, so it works as an overall. Alright, this guy's got siege tech. And what was his name again? Trigun? Trigun's got siege tech going on. He's pumping out some tanks. No upgrades out of the engineering bay, but whatever. And going into starport. No upgrades out of these 3 tech labs. Is he going Marauder? Alright, so this guy's an idiot. He's got 3 tech labs. He hasn't researched anything out of them. He's got the resources to do so. He's not building out of them. And not only is he not building out of them, he's not building Marauders or Reapers or anything out of them. Because he's an idiot. There's no reason to have these tech labs. He's not utilizing them at all. It's a bunch of wasted resources. He does have siege, so he's got, you know, a defensive posture, which goes along with the planetary idea. If you would have scouted the planetary, you would have known this guy's going to sit back on defense for a while, which means macro, lots more hatches. And here you are, 1900 minerals, 13 minutes in, and you expanded. my opinion, this expo should have gone down 6 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. And this expo should be down. Gotta clear these rocks. All these units sitting around, Zergling's doing nothing. Gotta clear these rocks. If he attacks, you have to run all the way around this whole area here, and that's just not fun for anybody. Where you could go, wow, that probably made you all dizzy. You should just knock down these rocks and kill it right now. Let's see what you do. Going in. I need a profile. There we go. No, I don't want to follow a Baneling. I want to follow some of the action. What are you going to do with all these bad boys? Where are the Zerglings going? Damn, I need a new computer. This is embarrassing. Where are you going, Butters? 7 supply lead. This guy's putting down missile turrets. Another tech lab on the starport instead of just switching out with the barracks because he's a freaking moron. Starport going down, SCVs. He's actually building some Marauders now, way behind, but he's doing it. And what do you got here? Alright, you're not going to take this. You're just going to get destroyed by some things. I'll tell you that right now. See, am I right? I'm right. Good damage. I mean, you have the supply lead. I think mostly you have the lead right now because this guy's an idiot. He could have a lot more going on, and he could have had enough army. He could have microed correctly in order to just avoid all those deaths and countered. Had he done that, I'm not sure you would have been able to do anything about it. But your expo did go down underneath an attack, which I fully agree with. Not always, but it's very good to expand behind an attack. However, oh, and here's some mutas in. Sorry, I didn't even watch that they were building. I did notice them, but I had so much other crap to say. Mutas in here harassing. Good pick off. You took out the Marines, the only thing that could take out air, which is very smart. You saw the siege tanks, saw the planetary, no missile turrets down on the expo, and here you are pestering. This is very smart. Now you want to poke around all the edges of the main and see where the weaknesses are, or just come back to the expo and bug that. This works too, supply block. It's probably not the best way to use mutas, but I mean, it's something. It's still annoying to him, I'm sure. And again, this is another attack that you could expo behind. 3,500 minerals. At this point, you just need to spend them. If you had 4 more macro hatches, you could just be building Zerglings like crazy. So that's what I would suggest doing. You're not building anything at the moment, probably getting microing these guys, or having to. And what's going on here? Overseer scouting in the back. Smart. I like the positioning. You can poke in, see what's going on in the base. You have a pretty good idea what's going on. You've got a nice contain. You just supply blocked him, which is annoying. He should have pumped out a bunch of Marines by now and taken you out, but he's not. He's just starting on Marines now. I don't know if he realizes that Marauders can attack air. And you've got a 20 supply lead. You can just drone up behind this. You can do whatever you want. Need some more Overlords. You're supply capped. And here's a Viking. Only has 1 starport. He's going to pump out a Viking after he pumps out another Banshee. But these Banshees are going to do nothing. Do they have cloak? He does have cloak, right? Right. So he's going to have cloaked. So he's going to be able to pester your expos if he gets enough of the Banshees out. But I don't know that he will. Alright, so here's the army that you're building behind this little pestering of the Mutalisks. He's sending a Banshee right at you, which can't do anything. Very not smart. Very dumb. That's what I wanted to say. And you're scouting out some expos. You're making sure he's not at his 3rd, which is smart, because now you actually do realize, okay, I have my 3rd, he doesn't. So I am in the macro lead right now. Let's take a look at income. You are killing him in income. You have 10 more harvesters. You've got your 3rd up, and you're just you're doing a contain. So we've seen some mistakes, and here's an engagement. You should be able to take this out, I think, because the Marauders are not going to be able to attack the Mutalisks. All a couple good Baneling hits. Good Baneling hits, and then get after that planetary. Honestly, don't think the planetary is what you want to go after right now. You've kind of already taken out. There you go. That was a good move. I think, or I'm hoping you had the same thought process as me. You go, what does it matter taking this out? I need to take out the SCVs. Rolled over here, took out a couple, and that was a really good hit. Could have tried rolling in the main, possibly. But you know what? That was a safe hit. That was a safe hit. So what are you going to do behind that? 66 Zerglings. You're just going to keep forcing the contain. These rocks are still up, which bothers me a lot. These rocks are still up, which bothers me a lot. Should have expanded here at least, if not here as well. But Mulisks are on the field. Got to keep them active, keep them moving around, keep them pestering. And here come the gaggle of Zerglings. What you gonna do with them? So at this point, you're keeping them contained. So I feel like you should know you're ahead. You should know you're winning. You know you have them contained. And you just need to expo, build a big army, and just keep sending in wave and wave and wave of death. Mutalisk number is getting quasi-intimidating, if I'm correct. You've got 10 Mutalisks on the field. Only thing he really has to counter it is 4 Vikings. He's got 10 Marines, but that's not going to cover the span of the map. I mean, you could micro these away from, or these, I should say, away from 10 Marines pretty easily. So that really shouldn't be an issue. It's just how you poke in. He's got missile turrets over here now. So you forced a lot of missile turrets out of him. But with this Overseer, what you should be seeing right now is that there's no missile turrets right here. So I'm hoping that these Mutalisks right now are positioned to poke right in to the top of his base and pester the main. I mean, you could come in here, you could take out engineering base, starport, this, maybe this. All you could get right on top of his main element. You could probably take out his command center if you position him correctly. So you could do a lot of damage right now, and let's see if you take my advice, even though you're not listening to me in real time. Let's see what you do. You know there's no missile turrets. There you go. Smart move. Okay. Poke in. See, okay, there's a missile turret, there's a missile turret. I know what's up. But hey, look at how much I can exploit when there are not missile turrets right now. Now you follow this in, select these units, and do some action. Yes? No? Alright, we'll be looking forward to that in a second. You have 4,000 minerals. These rocks are still up. Next time I see you, I'm gonna punch you in the face, because these Zerglings are like 5 feet from these rocks. They need to be killed immediately, or at least put down hatches next to the rocks and count them as macro hatches later on. Tons of Zerglings. You have a 70 supply lead. At this point, you should have won, or you should be winning in the very, very short term. Good creep spread. I'll give you props on that. Good creep spread across the center. Very aggressive creep spread. You got 5 tumors you can lay right now. I mean, you could be spread out to all these different areas all at the same time. Lots and lots of Zergling and Baneling. I mean, it's been working for you so far, and you've got the Mutalisks, which you should be utilizing, and you're not. Higher utilization on your Mutalisks, Butters. Listen, please. Everything's pooling up. Big ol' army. At this point, so far ahead. Oh my god, thank you. I'm going to send you a cookie in the mail. 80 supply lead. Finally doing what you need to do. These rocks are still up, though. Please knock this down and immediately expand. The drone should already be here. And this army is completely expendable because you're so far ahead in resources. Let's look at the income. It's been, 24 minutes, and you're almost doubling his income. You have 64 harvesters to 45. You've got so much money just in oversaturation over here. Awesome. Just send in stuff. And just do stuff. Be more active. Scout the third again. He could have expanded again by now. And yeah, utilize these Mutalisks. They're sitting back doing nothing. This army, kind of sitting around doing nothing. I mean, just send a Zergling to each one of these bases and just sit it there. You have so many. It's worth it just to know where he is on the map. And here comes some Cloaked Banshees. How are you going to answer this? You do not have detection. There's your Overlord, okay. Or your Overseer morphing in. Smart. Should be here in time, and you'll have the Mutas to take these guys out. Pop it over. They can't even attack you. Mutas. Kill. And good work. Alright, good response to that. That was your best option, and you did it perfectly. Let's start doing this mining over here. It'll work. It'll pop for the time being. Knock these rocks down. I'm going to punch you. And now's the time for some aggression. This army, you're maxed out. You should be doing, I bring up the production tab, you should be doing upgrades. Are you doing upgrades? No. You've got a macro hatch down. You're not doing any upgrades out of the 2 Evo chambers that you have. You have so many minerals and so much gas. should be doing upgrades full time, especially with 2 Evo chambers. It's a waste. And you should have at least 2 more expansions at this point. But these mutas need to be active as well. Just be poking at the front door, even if it's just light, harass, whatever. Alright, let's see. Okay, so he knows you're coming now. Let's see what all he knows. Alright, he knows you got 3 days, and here you go. Terrible micro by him. Yes, Baneling's to the main. Baneling busts the front door. I like this move. I would... whatever. That works. That works. And just knocking everything down. Vikings are not being effective at all. Take out the base. Low on life. Couple good Baneling hits on SCVs. Oh, yes! Look at that. Amazing. He's teching up, but I really just don't see that he's doing anything right now. He's got a battle cruiser, but Mutalisks can take that out and are way more efficient cost-wise. These Mutalisks sat here the whole time during that engagement and did nothing. One circling up, just pestering. But end of the day, you took out his base. You have 1,000,000 trillion minerals. You're not expanding fast enough. You should own the entire map by this point. And yeah. Trigun's going for his 3rd with a command center. He is so far behind. I don't know if he knows he's lost the game, but he has already lost the game. I mean, this isn't my opinion. If he were to turn this around, I just would be shocked. Absolutely shocked. Creep spread could continue. Kind of missed some creep spread action. You know what I haven't brought up in a while is APM. I want to see what APM Butters is operating at. Current 40, 45, 60, 70. Wow, overall 37. He's got pretty good APM going on right now, actually. I expected something more in the high 20s. He's in the mid to high 30s. I like it. Expo going down, I think a little delayed. Mutalisks going after Vikings. Not hyper efficient, but you're so far ahead that it really doesn't matter. You're probably going to lose all these, especially with Battle Cruiser. But you know they're coming. Everything's low. You can probably create a bunch more Mutalisks right now. Let's see what you did. Air defense, smart, but where are you putting it? He knows you have this Expo. 5 Spore Crawlers. Where are they going down? All around here. Smart, because this is the base with a bunch of money left. Spore Crawlers around here, because this base has a bunch of money left. So you're putting the air defense down correctly. So that's good. These are about to pop. And this should fight back the Battle Cruiser. You should be able to take this out. Good positioning by the Battle Cruiser. He's going to try and get away from that Spore Crawler. But at this point, I think maybe you can take him out, really. Keeping up with injects, very smart. And what is Butters building? He's not building anything. Trigun's building this. Okay, and here we go. Some front door harass while this is going on. Zerglings, just constant pressure and destruction with the GG. Butters wins the game. Okay, so quick breakdown. And as you can probably tell, I'm just scatterbrained like crazy, trying to track what's going on, but also give real-time feedback on what's going on. These rocks are still up. You're an idiot. I want to smack you in the face, Butters. Everybody else who maybe even watches this on the internet, although there may be like one person that actually does, just find him and smack him in the face, because these rocks should have been dead 20 minutes ago. More than that. 23 minutes ago. These rocks took way too long to go down. Both these expansions should have been up way before they were. Did you end up doing any upgrades? You didn't, did you? Well, you did melee attacks somewhere in there. Somehow I missed that. But in any case, there was a point where you weren't doing any upgrades. You should have done a lot more. Should have done them earlier. You should have had higher utilization out of your Mutalisks that were sitting around doing nothing. The Zerglings that were sitting around could have easily cleared the rocks. Macro faster, expand faster. That's pretty much all I got. Utilization of your army, expand faster. Those are the two big hits. And kill the stupid rocks. You saw the CC. Getting in the base early with that drone was key. You saw that he was fast. He's doing the fast expo. I mean, not like straight to expo, but a pretty fast expo. And you did yours at the same time. That was the key point to get the third. Should have gotten the third as soon as you saw him getting the second. and then always expand again the next time you see him. I mean, and if you have a bunch of resources stored up, why not just keep expanding? Just keep expanding. What's 300 minerals in a hatchery that dies? No big deal. But you get all those larvae, you get the opportunity to expand, you get the opportunity for minerals, and you keep it rolling. In any case, good game, good win. Looking forward to the next one. I'll catch you guys on the next cast. Let me know what you think, Butters, and get better, fool. Peace.